Hello and welcome back to the IWBF YouTube channel. We're here live in Guadalajara in the Palacio Multiusos. It's been such an exciting week of women's repechage action. I'm here now, me, Ishanaya, alongside Siobhan Fitzpatrick. And Siobhan, what a great week it's been.
Yeah, fantastic display of women's wheelchair basketball on the international stage as we now look for another team to gain one of the three spots. We've just seen Australia qualify for the World Championships in Ottawa. And now we will see France or Colombia gain that second spot. Both teams have really grown throughout this tournament as well. Some new players, and it's great to see them really use this competition to gain experience on this international stage, as we now begin to see the teams enter onto the floor.
And as I said, we saw a really exciting game this morning. The second and third placings, games crossover, that's the one. We've seen some exciting games this morning between Argentina and Australia. It's been a long week. But yeah, Australia did come victorious. They're the first team to book a slot in that World Championships, looking to improve from their 6th place finish in 2022. So teams coming out onto the floor now. For France, it will be Marion Blais at number 2, Lisa Clary-Galabert at number 9, 20, Grace Wembelua, as well as Louisa Leroux and Lucy Nole. For Colombia, Lisa Alvarez at number 5, Karen Bretto at 26. As France win jump ball, Lady Gonzalez at 11, for Colombia 14, Gladys Gomez. As Wembelua gets the first shot up and she kicks off the game scoring.
Yeah, Wembelua returns to the French national side after having some time away. Yesterday put on a great offensive performance and looks like she's going to start this campaign in exactly the same way.
As Gomez gets it over to Gonzalez. And Gomez, the real force for this Colombian side, as Gomez looking for some room here. She'll line up for that one. She'll get that one off. Can't get it to drop. So France are off to the races. Wembelua, she's ahead. She's all alone. She's going to take her time in this one, lays it up and gets the finish. 4 points for her, less than a minute in.
Yeah, perfect start for France as they now put on a full court press against Colombia.
This ball will be knocked out of bounds, but Colombia retain possession here. And thank you for tuning along here on the IWBF YouTube channel. Let us know who you're supporting. Is it Ale Le Bleu or is it Vamos Colombia? Gomez using the screen off Barreto, but an offensive foul is called that time. So France will have a chance now to extend their lead. They're up by 4. Quick 2 buckets by Wemblua, opening the game. As you see there, Bleu just holding her position, forcing that offensive foul. And got a nice crowd that's built up here for this matchup.
Yeah, great to see the French fans coming out in full force, in full blue, white and red attire.
Nole finds Wemblua at the top. Ball is loose and it's going to be a backcourt violation that time. So Colombia now have a chance to kick off their game scoring. They are the assigned away side in this matchup. This ball's in to Gonzalez, apologies, over to Gomez. As she will look to get a score here. Gomez wiggling her way through, kicks it out to Gonzalez. She has space, shot clock is winding down, she gets it up. That one's off the side of the rim, ball is loose, but France do come up with it. Picked up by LaRue. Over to Clary Galabert, who gives it back to Wemblua. She's looking for something here. Finds Clary Galabert in the corner. Inside to Blay, and Blay gets that one.
Yeah, Blair, really dominant force for this French side. As the French team are giving Colombia a full court press.
In pass from Gomez to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will get that one to go and she'll kick off the scoring for Colombia.
Yeah, the Gomez-Gonzalez duo back in full action here as we do see a replay.
And a 5-second violation's called there. So in a turn of momentum here, Colombia seem to have found something.
Yeah, absolutely. You are only allowed 5 seconds before the ball must be passed inbound, off the inbound. A much needed turnover for the Colombia side.
This ball's in to Gomez. Looking for a pass, finds Barreto on the top. Barreto lines up for that one, a little short off the front of the rim, but Belay cleans it up. Belay looking to push for the French team. As Nole has it now. She's on the top, she's looking for the next pass, finds Wemblua. Wemblua has some space, she's found the lane. She's gonna take that one up, takes her time, and she can't get the bounce on that one. Belay clears it up, again can't get the putback, but Gomez shuts down that offense.
Gomez, drive into the basket. Gonzalez doing a great job at creating that screen, and the basket is good.
And just like that, Colombia fought their way back into this game. Just a 2-point game now. Gomez there off to the races.
Yeah, great relationship there by Gonzalez to create that screen for Gomez to drive to the basket. Great team basketball there.
As we are going to have a quick listen in on Colombia's timeout. It is a 2-point game. So let's hear it from head coach Oscar Munoz.
De una, pero no en ese momento era quién va acá, quién va acá, quién va acá, quién va acá. Y empezamos a correr. Listo, y empezamos a cruzar. ¿Listo? Vamos, confianza en el lanzamiento. Ahí está bien, ahí está bien. Hey, vamos, la defensa está duro. Igual, después de que la grande ya se nos entre, tranquila, estorbamos únicamente. Pero ahí va bien, ahí va bien, ahí va bien, vamos.
Head coach there, very impressed with the shift in momentum for the Colombian side. It has just been drawing up how they can continue to break the full court press that they are receiving from the French national side.
Well, it will be a French possession here. to kick off the game's play after this timeout. So we will see the ball be inbounded by Clary Galabert, who finds LaRue. LaRue passes ahead to Blay. Blay has it. She's found the corner now. Back to the top, finds LaRue. LaRue has space. She has time. Pass it out to Clary Galabert. She fires off the back of the iron though. Gets her own rebound, and they'll have a new 14. LaRue finds Blay inside. She'll get that one, and that is a swish. And Marion Blay has been such a force inside this week.
Gomez struggling to get the ball over.
As Duenas can't get two hands on it that time. So now France will have a chance to extend that lead. They're up by 4. Ball's in to Wemblua, who finds Clary Galabert on the opposite side. Back to Wemblua, finds Nole, who sinks that one. And that is just Nole's favourite spot.
Yeah, Nole really loving that baseline shot from either side of the key. Definitely something that Colombia are going to have to keep an eye on.
As pass is picked off by Wemblua, so France can get something in transition. As Blay leads the charge over to Clary Galabert. Apologies, LaRue back to Wemblua. She has some space. Looking for the pass, gets it inside to Blay. She'll fire that one. Can't get it to fall that time. Ball is loose, picked up by Wemblua. New 14 for France. And that time, ball just a little too far out of reach, so ball will go in the way of Colombia. So just under 5 minutes of action being played here now as Gonzalez gets it to Alvarez, again picked up by Wemblua.
And that's the third turnover that France have been able to create, causing some great pressure to this Colombian side as they look to shift momentum back in their favour.
So France, 19 seconds now to get something off. Ball's in to Wemblua. Out to Nole, who finds Blay inside. She gets that one off the back iron that time. Had the line. Is Gomez pushing down the side now. Looking to get it over. She does. She has a lane now. She has a lane to the basket. Is she going to get there? She lines up for that one. Too heavy, and Wemblua secures it for France. Nole. She's looking to push, but a foul is called that time, and it will be an offensive foul. So ball will go to Colombia.
Yeah, great job by Gomez, ensuring she is in front of the player. Stops the chair and causes an offensive foul from Nole.
So Colombia trailing by 6. Ball's into Gomez. She swings it round to Gonzalez. Gonzalez inside, looking for a pass there, but is picked off, and Clary Galabert can push. Clary Galabert looking for the break, gives it off to Wemblua. Passes inside there to LaRue, and she'll get that one.
Yeah, fantastic vision there from Wemblua to get that pass inside. Grace Wemblua has definitely used this tournament to grow in confidence.
As Gomez gonna look for a score. They do trail by 8 now, do Colombia. They won't want it to let it to get in that double-digit deficit. Gomez has space. Great pass inside to Gonzalez. She gets that one off, and she's sinking it for Colombia.
The Gonzalez-Gomez relationship established once more.
So LaRue calming things down for the French side. Is Nole looking to break free, but a ball is loose and is picked up this time by Barreto. Passes ahead to Gomez. As Gomez pass inside there, great pass. And Duenas can't get it to drop that time. Nole picks it up, long pass ahead. It's 2 against 1. LaRue has it. Ball's loose, and a foul is called. That one will be on Wembelua of France.
Yeah, and both teams here really fighting for every possession, every loose ball, as both teams here looking to come out victorious to gain that spot at the World Championships.
As we will see some substitutions for France, as Leroux checks out and Maria Ernest Augustin will check into the game. Gomez. Round to Barreto. Apologies, that was to Duenas. Back to Gomez. She's going to have to get something clocked. He is winding down. Finds Gonzalez in the corner. Gonzalez looking for a pass. There's a screen. She's going to have to chuck this one up. Can't connect as Blake passes ahead to Wembelua. She's off to races. She's looking to break. And Wembelua, unmatched at the other end, gets that one to fall.
Wembelua really using her speed and experience here.
As we will see a timeout called here by Colombia, as they've struggled to stop that France fast break. Let's have a listen into France.
Ambitieux et en voulant les toucher pour les stopper. On se réaligne le plus tôt possible. On arrête la presse là. Ligne. Ok. Ligne. Et si on arrive en zone à bord, on passe en 2-3, on repousse fort à 0. Ok. C'est bon pour tout le monde ça? La balle elle est trop stéréotypée. Dès qu'on a vu la balle, elle arrivait dans les mains de Messi dedans. Faites bouger la balle, ça fait juste un yo-yo, faites bouger, prenez vos tirs et on reste en ligne derrière. Ligne, et 2-3. Et faites l'effort de faire bouger la balle. Okay, allez.
Head coach Mathis Morse out there speaking to his French side.
We'll just see a replay on the stream of Wembelua's fast breaks.
As France fell short to Spain yesterday, looking to bounce back from that. And it will be a Colombia ball to start off this period of play. Gomez, apologies, Gonzalez to control things for them. Finds Gomez inside. Gomez lines up for that one. A little too heavy, and Ernest Augustin will secure the ball for France. Passes ahead to Nole. And Colombia able to shut down their break that time.
Yeah, great to see using that timeout to talk about how to cut down, stop that break happening. And they have now been able to draw the Colombian foul number 5. We'll just see a replay of that. She does use her foot plate to try and stop the speed of Grace.
As Nole passes inside to Blake, can't get it to go. Gonzalez stopping that possession. Ball does go out of bounds. So now Colombia are going to have to get it over. Long pass, and it's picked off by Wembelua. Inside to Ernest Augustin. Can't get it to drop, but Wembelua is there for the board. Wembelua looking to get that one up. She does, but can't get it to fall. Outlet pass there to Gonzalez. And backwards pass there as she was fouled, falling to the floor. So, still stoppage in play here. Still in this first quarter. Under 2 minutes left to go. Colombia currently trailing by 8 points. Gomez finds Barreto on the other side. As shots up, shot can't fall. Ball is loose. Nole picks up for France. They can look to push, and fouls called that time. And some aggression being played out there.
Yeah, great aggression. But a smart foul there by Gonzalez to stop play. Ensure all 5 of her teammates do get back to defense. Nole.
Finds Wembley outside, inside to... She can't get that one to fall. Alvarez, long pass to Gomez. Gomez looking to get it over. And she does safely. No, she does not. 8-second violation called.
Yeah, Colombia are definitely struggling to break the French pressure. A lot of pressure on Gomez to ball handle and try and use her speed to get over that halfway.
Nole, long pass over to Wembley. Less than a minute left in this first quarter. Nole looking for a pass inside. Can't get it off. Finds her teammate. Gets that one off, but Belay can't get it to drop. Ball does bounce out of bounds though. So France now another 14. And France, they've done such a good job at crashing those boards.
Yeah, they're doing a great job both offensively and defensively in this first quarter as we do enter the final 30 seconds.
Ernest Augustin lines up for that one. Little too heavy that time. As ball bounced out of bounds and Colombia can look to get a score in this final period of play.
Yeah, they definitely need to try and get a score in this final 30 seconds. Keep this deficit. Try and get it back within 6.
Alvarez swerving back out now. Looking for a pass. Gomez has it. Gomez has the space. Clock winding down. Pass inside there. Great pass to Duenas. She gets that one off. Can't get to drop. Rebounded though by Barreto. Can't get to go. And Ernest Augustin off to races. Over to Blay. Blay can get this one off at the buzzer. She sinks it. And big shot there from Blay. And although it is a fast break layup, I mean, just extending that lead to double digits at the quarter is big for France.
Yeah, and that's been the difference here this morning in this first quarter. France have been able to put on full court pressure, take Colombia out of their usual style, and are able to convert at the other end. Colombia are just struggling a little bit to get those finishes. But we will hear now from head coach as he looks to make some adjustments to his side.
Ojo porque cuando nos presionan nos afanamos a salir con la misma presión que ellas nos hacen. Nada. Gladys allá grita, ¿quién se cuadró al centro? ¿Quién se cuadró acá? Simplemente salimos y empezamos a cruzar. Gladys desde atrás les está dando la instrucción para salir. Ahora nos estamos complicando mucho aquí donde está Lady y Natalia, se están complicando mucho. Hey, si no funciona, salga cuando la Gladys esté aquí sola, sale una a recibir si no alcanzan a rebotar el balón. ¿Sí? Pero ahí está bien, vamos, confianza que tiene que entrarnos.
Muchachas, los cruces, hagan cruces.
Pero vuelvo y... Hola. Ey, presiónela durito. Mira, ahí tenemos las faltas, podemos hacer las faltas estratégicas. Vamos.
Vamos con toda Colombia. Colombia.
Vamos, Colombia. That is what we heard echoing around that huddle. Make sure you let us know in the comments. Is it Vamos Colombia? Is it Ale Lebleu? Let us know. And it will be a Colombian possession to kick off this second quarter of action. They trail by 10. And they don't really want to let the lead or the deficit get any more large than this.
No, they are having the opportunities offensively. Some great pick and roll opportunities. They've just not been able to convert in this first quarter.
As ball was passed in, but I think the table might not have been ready that time. So we will see Gomez looking to kick things off for Colombia. Finds Alvarez on the wing. Alvarez looking to use the screen. Looking for that pass inside. Can't get it to go. Alvarez to Gomez. Has some room. Looking to pass inside. Finds Alvarez inside. She gets that one up. Can't get it that time. Wembley with the rebound. Over to Clary Galabert as Nole gets that one up, rolls out, and stoppage is played as a French player has fallen over. Interesting that France have dropped out of their press as well.
Yeah, it is hard to do a full court press for 40 minutes, so they will just take a break and run their 5-woman zone.
Balls. Gomez had it. Foul is called that time. So Colombia looks to get another score. They were victorious over Angola yesterday. As Gomez passes it in. Gomez, the key piece for the Colombian side. Shot clock is ticking down. Long pass over to Gonzalez. She's looking for something here. The buzzer sounds, the shot clock expires. And France, even though they've dropped back into the half court, is able to get that stop.
Yeah, they're still playing a really aggressive half-court defense, knowing that the key player is Gomez for that Colombian side, making it very difficult for her.
This ball is in the hands of Wemblua. Looking for a pass, long pass, finds a teammate on the other side. Can't get that one to fall, can't Clary Galabert. And Gomez will push. Gomez looking for the pass, gets it to Gonzalez. Not enough distance on that one though, as Nole makes a long pass to Wemblua, who is ahead. Nice pass off to her teammate there. Belay gets that one.
Yeah, extending their lead by 12 now.
And Colombia just seems they're struggling to shut down that France break. Duenas. Out to Gonzalez. Long pass to Gomez. Shot clock is short on time. Gomez lines up. Nice pass, looking for Alvarez.
Yeah, definitely a good idea there by the Colombian side to run that pick and roll and able to execute.
As we will see some substitutions here. There's Yuli Quisino checking in for the Colombian side. And for France, Nole and Clary Galabert will take a seat, as we will see Marion Dejoux checking in alongside Charlene Cartantier. Going to be fluent in multiple languages by the end of today, as Wemblua has the ball in her hand. Inside to Blay. She gets that one off. Can't get it that time, but Ernest Augustin in for the rebound. Cartantier out to Dejoux, who finds Blay. Back to Dejoux. Ernest Augustin inside there to Blay. She gets that one off for the buzzer and she sinks it.
Yeah, Blair definitely causing some issues for the Colombian side. And she is just able to get that shot off.
As ball's passed ahead to Gomez from Gonzalez. Opts to slow things down a bit though. And she does have a lane trying to get her way through. But it's cut off by Blay. Gomez. Shot clock running down. Lines up for one. She'll fire that. A little too heavy. Alvarez is there for the board, and Alvarez will get that one to go.
Yeah, French side are doing a great job at preventing Gomez getting those shot opportunities.
And listen, Alvarez, she's just a real hustle player. I mean, yesterday against Angola, she did have 13 points, but she had 18 rebounds. Every time the ball comes off that rim, she is there to get it. Ernest Augustin, she has another opportunity, fires that one. She swishes that one.
Yeah, potentially a player that Colombia think that they can just leave, but she is able to knock down both shots from the inside and outside of the key.
There's the French support in this stadium. Every time there's a bucket here, sounding that horn. And as you say, Ernest Augustin, definitely a player that Colombia are going to have to lock down. She's been a big contributor to this French side this tournament. Alvarez. Just over 6 minutes left here before the halftime break, as Alvarez finds Gomez into her teammate, and she will get that one to go. Great finish there from Quisino.
Yeah, and smart decision by Gomez to offensively go the opposite side of Blair As she does get a steal from the French side and is fouled on that shot. She looks to shift momentum back in their favour.
And sometimes all it takes is a little, like 2 consecutive plays, yeah.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Definitely what they need on this side is the passion and power of Gomez. And was a sensible decision from her to try and avoid being defended by Blair.
And we will see another French timeout. Let's listen in to head coach Mathis Morsan.
Tout ce qu'on a fait depuis le début et que là on ne retrouve pas. Donc concentrez-vous sur la défense. Mettez de l'agressivité, touchez les contacts, sortir, trapper, etc. Okay, et derrière, offensivement, on continue sur ça. Le côté pick and roll, Grace Marion, le double pour Maria, avec Marion en haut, Charlène en bas dans le double. Très bien.
So head coach Mathis Morsan there in that timeout, just wanting to regroup there, as it will be 2 free throws for Gomez. Colombia trailing by 12. They're just keeping it close to that 10-point mark.
Yeah, still all to play for.
There's first one rolls, or not rolls, it hits the front of the rim. And Gomez at 11 points in just 16 minutes yesterday against Colombia. As can't get the second, Blake tips it towards Wemblua, who gives it to Ernest Augustin for the outlet. She's looking to push. Back to Blair. Looking to get inside. Makes a long pass over to Wemblua. She has space. She'll fire for that one. She swishes that one. And what else would it be for Grace Wemblua?
Yeah, Wemblua has really grown this tournament. First couple of games kind of shied away from her offensive strengths. Yesterday gave her great confidence against Spain. And today she's really showcasing how much she's enjoying being back on this international stage.
As Colombia look to cut down the deficit. As Gomez has it on the wing. In to Crisino. Can't get it to fall, but great cut. Ernest Augustin to Blair. Blair finds a teammate in there. Dijou can't get it to fall. Alvarez cleans it up. Alvarez over to Gomez now. Gomez looking to get something in transition. Gomez.
Really trying hard not to get her chair to be stopped, as her teammates working hard to try and free her up.
Nice little dump off to Quasino. She's fouled on that one. She will head to the line for 2.
Yeah, really smart there by her to get that shot off before the buzzer, and she is fouled and will go to the line for 2.
And since Yuli Quasino's subbed into the game, she just had such a big impact off the ball.
Short with the first.
Can't get the second. So will be a French possession. There's Ernest Augustin to inbound the ball for them. Long pass to Wemblua from Constantier. There's Belay, has the ball now. She's looking to drive. She has space and she gets that one to go. Marion Belay just muscling her way into that key.
Yeah, really dominant force for this French side as they extend their lead by 16.
As Alvarez now has some space on the wing. Nice pass inside to Gomez, but it's picked off by Dijou. And Wemblua can look to push for France. Wemblua She wastes no time getting to the basket. Can't get to full. Gets her own rebound though. Finds Deju inside. Round 2. Blake out to Constantine, and she'll hit that one. And everybody's getting in on this swishing action for France. So Gonzalez looking to lead the charge for Colombia. Finding Gomez. As passes inside to Gonzalez. Back to Barreto. And ball is loose, picked off, and Wemblua comes up with it. She passes it to Deju. Over to Belay. Belay has it now. Finds Ernest Augustin. She has space, but she just slows things down for the team in white. Ernest Augustin inside to Belay. Wastes no time in setting up that one. Too heavy that time. And Quasino cleans things up for Colombia. As Gomez looks to get it over. Alvarez has it, but that will be a 24, apologies, it will be an 8-second violation.
Yeah, Colombia really struggling to get that ball over the halfway. Credit to the French team for putting that full court press on. We will see some substitutions for the Colombian side.
With Angela Batista checking into game. And credit to France, because regardless whether they're picked up in the full court or the half court, they're still able to get them stops.
Yeah, absolutely. Really growing defensively in this game as
Ernest Augustin fires that one. Swish again for her.
yeah, she's loving that position. Colombia are going to have to start jumping her.
And we've seen her hit those all week. She's defo need to get a hand in her face. As Gonzalez trying to find some room, swings it to Gomez. She does have some space here. Clock is running down. Gonna have to get something up. Gomez has it. Is she gonna fire? Can't get it off in time. But again, France forcing a violation.
Yeah, they're doing a great job at pushing Gomez out the side of the key. I do think, though, she did have more time at the side of the key, tried to find the perfect shot inside the basket. And I think at this moment, she's just gonna have to start firing from the outside.
As we will see some substitutions for France. As Mo Provo checks into the game with Grace Wemblua taking a much-deserved rest. 8 points, 6 rebounds and 4 assists for her. Just doing a bit of everything. As Ernest Augustin has it on the wing. Looking for Belay inside, connects with her. Belay out to Provo. Looking to shoot it, but does kick it back to Deju. Out to Ernest Augustin. She thought about it. She fires. A little too heavy that time.
But a great shot opportunity for her.
This ball is loose and Blair comes up with it. France have a fresh 14 to get something off here. Just under 2 minutes left of play in the second quarter. As Blair again powering her way to the basket. She'll get that one.
Yeah, also shout out to her teammate to get her into that position.
There's Gomez. Just look to settle things down. Getting some composure for Colombia. Waste no time setting on that one.
Yeah, and I think that is sensible of Gomez as they want to finish this first half of this game strong. She is going to have to start shooting a little bit earlier to get some more opportunities offensively for her team.
As Blair finds Deju to get the ball over safely. Deju back to Blair. Blair again just muscling her way to the basket. Doesn't get the roll in that time though.
Yeah, I do think Colombia are going to have to do a better job at matching up with Blair.
There's a foul called that time. I think that one will be on Marion Blair.
Yeah, reaching in to try and steal that ball. She's got a smile on her face. Well, we'll see a replay of that.
Just a little too eager that time.
Just shows how much this game does mean to Blair.
There's Gomez now for Colombia. And an offensive foul is called that time. That one will be on Angela Batista for Argentina. As we see some more subs checking into the game. It will be Mathilde Vieux checking in for them.
Yeah, good to see her getting this experience in such an important game for the French side. But Blair has had a fantastic first half for her team.
Yeah, taking a much deserved rest there. His ball just gets knocked out of bounds there. So less than a minute to go before we'll have our break at halftime.
Colombia really do need this shot opportunity, offensive play to go in their favour.
There's Duenas finding Gomez there on the wing. Looking for some room. Looking for the shot. Clock is winding down, looking for that pass inside. Lines up for the shot though. She'll fire, little short that time. But Dejoux will put an end to that possession. Ernest Augustin, she'll look to push. Passes ahead to Provo. And she'll get it to the hands of Vieux. 5-second difference between shot and game clock. Hand up there to Ernest Augustin. Passes inside there, finding her teammate. She'll fire, little short that time though from Provo. Ball's passed ahead, Gomez has it. Can she get something off? 1 second left. But the buzzer will sound, and that will do it for the first half.
Looking frustrated there as she bounces the ball hard to the referee's hands. Not the start that she would have hoped for her team. She is receiving an awful lot of pressure from the French side. Someone who has dominated for the Colombian team. As for France, they can't ask for a better start to this game as they look to gain their spot at the World Championships, both offensively and probably more impressively defensively for that French team, both in the full court and the half court, able to cause some issues for the Colombian offense.
As teams now just gonna have 15 minutes to talk things over. Colombia, they are trailing. France just able to extend that lead. It was ultimately though those fast breaks in that first quarter combined with the immense defensive pressure they have on that court.
Yeah, Wambula really started this first quarter strong, and even though she has been away from the French national side for a few years, she still shows that experience of playing at Paralympic Games in 2016. She does have the experience of high-pressured situations, and I think that can be the difference in games like this. Colombia may not be as experienced with the nerves and a crowd here as well. Having the French fans shouting, you know, and cheering is a lot of distractions for them. But again, I don't think the score necessarily reflects how hard Colombia have tried to gain some much-needed offensive points on the board for this game, and I do hope that during this break they will just regroup, hydrate, come out strong in this second half and keep chipping away. Game is not over yet for them.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, as you say, a lot of the games this week of the score lines may not necessarily reflected the actual state of play, so teams will get a chance to have a break here now, you know, a chance to regroup. Sometimes that's all that teams need. But before we have a quick break as well, we're just going to look at some of the stats leaders. So for Colombia, it is Lady Gonzalez leading the way. She has 4 points for them, alongside 2 rebounds. But for France, leading the way is Marion Blais. That presence inside, 14 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists, just doing a bit of everything. But for now, we are going to take a quick break. We will be back in around 10 minutes. But for now, go get a drink, go get a snack, but make sure you tune back in for the second half.
It will be a French ball to start the second half as they look to keep momentum and extend their lead further.
And it will be Wembley passing it in to Nole to start off this quarter. Nole looking for some room. Nole passes in to Blair. Blair back out. I think didn't realise the teammate wasn't looking there, but Alvarez comes up with it.
Yeah, I think Blair was a little bit worried that if she didn't pass it out, she would have a 3-second violation. Gomez does drive.
Gomez is cruising away in, passes it out. Great cut there from Barreto. Can't get it to drop though.
But a great start there from the Colombian side. Can't get the conversion. But Gomez does high-five her teammate to show that that is how they want to start this second half.
So, Nole now bringing that ball up. Looking to find a pass somewhere. Has some room though. Pass it inside there to Clary Galabert. She'll get fouled, so she'll take a trip to the line.
Yeah, Clary Galabert, a player for the French side that has featured in a couple of tournaments for them. She has completed her degree out in Alabama, so has experience of playing with high caliber international players.
This first one can't fall. Got Claire Galvez, second one will roll out. Alvarez cleans it up, off to Gomez. And Gomez now looking to break. To Gonzalez. Back to Gomez. Shot clock ticking down. Gomez has it. She has some room. She's going to have to put something up. She lines up for it. Pass inside to Gonzalez, but a little bit too late on that one. Basket is waved off. But more positive possession there from Colombia.
Yeah, they've definitely started this third quarter just the way they want to. Unfortunately, haven't got the conversions, but much better start for them.
There's play over to Claire Galabert. She gives it to Wambula at the top. Round back to Nole. She has room. She'll fire. Can't get the roll. Rebounded by Barreto. And Gomez is going to be the one to push. Long pass to Alvarez. She's looking to pass that ball ahead. Gives it to Gomez. Gomez has the lane. She's going to break free, but a foul is called that time.
Just shows that when Gomez does have the speed advantage, she is able to go one-on-one on players. But LaRue had no other option really but to foul.
So they'll have 14 seconds to get something off here. As Gomez controlling things at the top. Round to Barreto. Barreto back to Gomez. She'll line up for that. She'll fire. Unfriendly bounce out though. So now Blair will look to push for France. Blair. She'll fire. Switch for Blair. Waste no time in getting that one.
Yeah, Blair being a dominant performance here this morning inside the key.
Long quarterback pass there from Alvarez. Trying to find Gomez. Does hit the back though of Blair. And now Nole pass to LaRue. To Wembley. Little far out of reach, but she does keep possession. Pass inside to LaRue. I think she might have hit a teammate on the face there.
Yeah, I think it was a ball hit her in the nose.
There's Barreto on the other end. She gets that fast break.
The referee will just stop play just to make sure that she is okay. And she will now be subbed off just to ensure that she hasn't hurt herself too badly.
So we'll see Ernest Augustin checking back into the game. Is Colombia able to get that break? France have a comfortable lead here. But Colombia getting some really great offenses. See if they can drop though. Wembalua has it. Looking for some room. Long pass. Connects with LaRue. Or Nole, apologies. Nole has it. She'll drive. She takes that one up and Nole gets that one. Great baseline drive. And Nole driving forcefully. French team is Ernest Augustin picks it up to Blay. Oh my God, backwards pass. Backwards pass there from Nole to.
Yeah, really smart decision there by Nole to get that backwards pass off.
And that is highlight play there. Better see that on my feed later. Backwards pass from Nole to Clary Galabert.
Definitely momentum going the French way now.
As Gomez can't get two hands on that one. Ball does bounce out of bounds, so France another chance to get something off on the other end. Clary Galabert. Wembalua. She's looking. She settles on an early shot. Little short that time. Rebounded though by Blair. And she gets that one to go.
Yeah, Wembalua Blair duo today. Really strong for that French side as they do return to a full court press.
As Gonzalez gets it over to Gomez. They're going to have to get it over. Gomez does. Trying to get to the basket. Nice little pass there to Barreto. Can't get the finish though. As Wembalua will look to break. Wembalua passes ahead to Ernest Augustin. 2v1. But the rest of Colombia catch up. Finds Wembalua. Wembalua has the ball. She'll line up for the shot. She'll fire. Little short. Blay with their board though. Back to Wembalua. Long pass. Finds Nole on the other end, but Barreto picks it up. Barreto ahead to Alvarez. Alvarez looking for some help. Connects with Gomez. Gonzalez, who gives it to Duenas, who finds Gomez. Gomez looking for something. Finds Gonzalez. Gonzalez extra pass to Alvarez. She fires that one. Great possession, but can't get the finish. Blay. To Wembalua. Finding Clary Galabert. Blay comes up with it. Passes to Wembalua, who gives it to Nole. Shot clock is winding down here. Nole's going to have to get something up. Pass inside to Wembalua. Wembalua can't get that one off in time. Basket is waved off. 24-second violation. As Colombia did a good job defensively there, forcing that one. Hopefully they can capitalize here on the other end. Alvarez. Long pass to Gomez. Look, Gomez just directing her team out there. And Alvarez has it now. Back to Gomez. She'll fire. Little short that time. The ball does come off the chair of one of the one of the French players. So it will be a French ball now. And it will be a Colombian ball as Gomez now has 14. In there, great pass to Duenas. Duenas can't get the finish, but
Colombia are really getting some great opportunities to add to their talent. They're just not able to convert at the moment.
Alvarez kicked out to Gomez, but shot clock was winding down. Ball did not hit the rim, so shot clock didn't reset. And France will be looking to capitalize on the other end. And thank you for staying tuned at home. Make sure you let us know who you're supporting, who's going to come out on top, France or Colombia. As Nole has the ball, slowing things down for the European side. Nole has space, long pass, connects with Wembalua. She looks for some space here. She does find it, takes that one up and gets the friendly roll.
Yeah, great to see. Again, Blair and Wembalua running that power game, causing issues for the Colombian defense.
As Alvarez now trying to find some energy for Colombia. Alvarez. To Gonzalez at the top. When Blue Art make it really difficult for her to find any room. Gomez now has it. Shot clock winding down. Gomez gonna have to put something up. She lines up, she puts that one up. Gomez a little too heavy. So Claire Galabert will push for France. Ernest Augustin. Finds the lane, finds the gap, gets to the basket. Can't get the finish on that one. Alvarez. Long pass to Gomez. She'll look to get a quick one. Nice bounce pass in to her teammate. Passes back to Gomez. And Gomez, hand in her face, gets that one off, but hits the front of the rim.
But great two-man play there between the two players. But she is receiving an awful lot of pressure from the French defense.
There's no late bounce pass into Ernest Augustin. Unfriendly roll. And Alvarez looks to answer on the other end. Barreto over to Gonzalez. And that is another 8-second violation called on Colombia. France really putting on the pressure, as we'll see some substitutions as Louise Ducamp checking into the game for the first time alongside Charlene Contantier. So every single player from France has checked into the game, and it just goes to show the depth of this side.
Yeah, it's great to see every single player having the opportunity to play in this game that may see them gain the ticket for the World Championships.
As Ducamp gets that one off, can't get it to drop, gets her own rebound though. Great pass inside to Blaine, she'll get that one off. And that is a great play from France. Great court vision from Ducamp. As Gonzalez bringing it down for Colombia. Gonzalez out to Alvarez. Trying to create something here. Long pass across to Gomez. Shot clock running down. Pass inside. Looking for Barreto. Can't connect. Intercepted by Ernest Augustin. Long pass ahead. Connects with Wembanyama. Wembanyama's off to the races, and she'll get that one to go.
Another fast break opportunity for Wembanyama, adding to her great offensive display this morning.
12 points for her in the game. 6 rebounds and 4 assists to go with it. Gomez passing up to Gonzalez, round to Alvarez. Alvarez back up to Gonzalez. Alvarez, shot clock winding down. Colombia gonna have to get something up. Over to Gomez. Gomez fires that one. Too heavy that time. But France make it so difficult for Colombia to get anything.
Yeah, what can Colombia do to free up Gomez? Help her get away from the defensive pressure of Blair.
Here's Wembanyama now for France. Settling things down. Just over a minute remaining in this third quarter as Wembanyama, long pass to Ducamp. She'll fire that one. Ducamp sinks that one. Louise Ducamp, instant impact from her. There's Alvarez now over to Gomez. Gomez trying to weave away inside. Nice pass off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will get that one to go. Great play from them two.
Great to see them finally get rewarded for their hard work in this third quarter.
And Wembanyama would slow things down for France. They'll have to get something up here. They can play with the clock. 12-second difference between shot and game. There she makes a long pass to Ducamp. That is her spot. She's going to line up. She'll fire. And she gets it to drop again. Louise Ducamp on fire.
Yeah, she's definitely showing the French coaches why she deserves to be on the floor.
4 points in less than 2 minutes of play as a foul's called. That time it will be on Marion Blais of France. 2 fouls for her in the game, but Colombia will have 12.2 seconds to get something off. They can hold for the last shot. Gomez. Gonzalez pass to Gomez. Pass inside there. Great cut from Barreto. Barreto Can't get that one to fall. But it will stay with Colombia. They'll have 0.3 seconds to get something off. Probably just going to be a tap.
Yeah.
And that is it. The train horn sounds for the final buzzer of this third quarter. And France, just a complete display of dominance from them. As they were able to score the most points in that quarter, restricting Colombia scoring, and France just getting everybody checking into the game and just getting a few violations there, forcing Colombia, turning that ball over. But we are going to listen in to Colombia's timeout here and have a nosy in on their huddle. As we just hear now Gladys Gomez, the captain, just talking to her teammates. As we'll hear from Oscar Munoz, head coach.
Vamos, vamos, buena actitud, buena actitud. Listo, Nata. Colombia, buena actitud, vamos, vamos.
As teams now, just a minute, France still finishing their talks. And for France, even though they are up, there's still a lot they can take from this game.
Yeah, absolutely. It's great to see the French team really dominating today offensively and defensively. They've definitely done their homework on the Colombian side, denying Gomez an awful lot of opportunities that she has previously had. But as for Colombia, they're still playing with so much grit and passion. You wouldn't think they were down by so many points with the way that they are playing. They are sticking together as a unit, and I think they're just going to use this game as really valuable experience as they do grow with experience in these high caliber tournaments.
So Colombia now, it will be their possession to start off this final quarter of play. As they'll look to add on to their tally. Alvarez for the first possession. Finds Gonzalez inside to Gomez. Gomez lining up for that one. She'll get that one off. Can't get to fall, but she is fouled.
Yeah, Gomez has really been the offensive threat for the Colombian side this week. Unfortunately today she has had an immense amount of defensive pressure from the likes of Blair. She is now going to go for the line for two.
And for France, I mean, it's evident that they've done their homework.
Yeah, it is great to see that France have come away from their loss yesterday, wanting to rectify that. They want to win this game so they can take part in the World Championships. And they have definitely been able to know who the key threats for that Colombian side are and have pretty much denied her out of this game. But she will convert a free throw for her side.
As Wembanyama makes a long pass to Blair, and she'll look to get something off this one. Ernest Augustin. She'll look slow things down, hands it off to Blair. Blair lines up for that one. She'll fire and she'll sink it. Marion Blair cannot be stopped. 22 points in the game for her, 11 rebounds. Just such a presence inside. Alvarez. Finds Gomez. Gomez just holding things, allowing her teammates to set up. As ball does slip out of her hands, ball will go out of bounds, and it was last touched by France. So Colombia, they're going to have 3 seconds to get something off here. And for Colombia, even though a lot of the time they do use a lot of their shot clock, but it just goes to show that they wait for the opportunity.
Yeah, they're definitely trying to get a perfect shot when you are receiving the defensive pressure from the French side. I do think they should maybe start trying to shoot a little bit earlier in the shot clock.
There's Gomez over to Barreto. Can't get anything off that one. I mean, 3 seconds from the backcourt, always going to be difficult to get a good look. So just under 2 minutes of action has been played here. In the final quarter of action, France able to keep their lead as Blais gives it to Wembanyama. Wembanyama finding Dukan in the corner. She'll fire. That is her spot. Can't get shot that time. The ball is loose. Still loose. Dukan comes up with it. Pass over to Blais. Blais gets that one to go. And France just really just a team, everyone on the same page.
Yeah, it's great to see, like I've mentioned a few times today, they have really grown in this tournament. Great to see their connections developing.
As a foul's called that time. As Gomez tries to get that ball over that time, it will be on Louise Ducan for France. That is her first foul in the game, and Colombia will have a chance, new 24 here, to get something off. Alvarez. To Gonzalez, who finds Barreto. Barreto fires, can't get that one to drop, but she did find some space, and Gomez picks it up, pass into Alvarez. Alvarez can't get it to fall, and Colombia, they're creating the opportunities.
Yeah, I think that's been a story of their game today, unfortunately. Fantastic opportunities created, just not able to convert.
As when Blua finds Blais inside, Blais gets that one to go, and again, that connection.
Yeah, Blair really showcasing her talent, and she is able to just go straight into the key and shoot pretty much from anywhere.
As we will see some substitutions for the team in white as Grace Wembanyama takes a seat. And so will Marion Blais, and we will see checking back into the game is Mathilde Vieux, as well as Mo Prevost. Alvarez looking to find a spark for Colombia, looks for the pass inside, is picked off though by Vieux. Long pass ahead to Ernest Augustin. She has a lane, she's off to races. Can she get there? Lays it up, little too heavy. Gomez cleans that one up. Gomez quarterback-like pass there ahead to Gonzalez, but Gonzalez will slow things down, allowing the teammates to catch back up. Gonzalez passes inside to Gomez. She can set something up here. Lining up for the shot. Has the line. That one bounces out. Rebounded by Prevost. Prevost over to Ducan. Pass in to Vieux. She has a lane. Swerving away round the defense. Kicks it out to her teammate. As Constantier finds Ducan on the other end. That is her spot, and she swishes that one.
Yeah, great to see that the French team can rotate their bench and still be a dominant force offensively.
And Gonzalez finding an open Barreto there, little short, cleaned up by Prevost. Pass over to Vieux, who finds Ernest Augustin. Pass to Louise Ducan. She's had the hot hand, 6 points in just 6 minutes for her.
That will be a foul called on the French side. Just a little bit late there with the pick. Could see what her intention was. She did make a little bit too much contact.
We will see some substitutions for Colombia as Karen Duenas checking out with Yuli Quisino checking back into the game. So Alvarez has it, finds Gomez. Back to Alvarez at the top. She's seeing what's available, finds Barreto on the wing. Barreto takes that one, had the line too strong that time, and Ducan gets the rebound, outlet over to Ernest Augustin. She's looking for the lane. Ball is loose, but she picks it back up. Looking for long pass, but finds Vieux, who gives it to Ducan. Ducan fires that one. Can't get that time. Vio cleans it up, gets the shot off. Ball is rebounded by Prevost. Back to Vio. And France can reset here. Constantier. Clock winding down, finds Vio inside. She'll take that one up, but a 3-second violation is called. So Colombia, a chance to capitalize on the other end, but we will see a timeout for France. And it just feels like the energy is kind of gone from both sides here, so maybe a good timeout.
Yeah, I think it is difficult. A lot of build-up to this game as well this morning for them. A lot of nerves for both sides as they want to qualify for the World Championships. But the final 5 minutes, both teams really need to use this now to gain those valuable experiences as they progress in their wheelchair basketball journey.
So we're going to listen in to French head coach Mathis Mossin. So that was French head coach Mathis Mossin speaking to his team there. Allez, allez, allez. That is what we heard. As we can see in the crowd, Allez les Bleus, the French contingent out here bringing their support. But it will be a Colombia ball here. They can look to dig into that deficit as Alvarez will bring it up for them. Alvarez. Just taking her time here. To Gonzalez in the corner. Gonzalez lines up to waste no time on that one. Swish. Perfect shot there from Gonzalez.
Yeah, they have had those opportunities throughout the whole game. They have not been able to get them to convert. So great to see Gonzalez being able to knock down 2 for her team.
There's 5-second violation called that time. So that timeout, Colombia bringing in some energy from that.
Yeah, their full court pressure. It is a shame they haven't potentially brought that on sooner in the game. Able to cause a turnover and a 5-second violation.
So just under 5 minutes left to play here as Gomez kicking out to Gonzalez. Can't get 2 hands on it. So France now will look to get something on the other end. Ducan over to Vio. Great pass inside to Constantier. She kicks it out though to Prevost. Long pass over, connecting with Ernest Augustin. Shot clock is winding down. Looking for some space here, thinking about the shot. She's going to have to take this one. Sends it up, and that is a good from her. Maria Ernest Augustin just been complete impact when she's been on the court this week. This game contributing 6 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and so much more that doesn't show up on the stat sheet. As Alvarez bringing things up for Colombia. She wastes no time in firing that one. Can't get the line on it that time. So France can look to break. Prevost. And France can look to play with the clock here. As Prevost just edging her way through. Finds Constantier, but can't get 2 hands on it that time. Ball will roll out of bounds. Possession will go with Colombia. But we will see some substitutions here in this game. As Maud Prevost checking out, taking a break. As we see Marion Dejoux checking back into the game. And thank you to everybody watching at home. Let us know who you're supporting, where are you watching from. As Alvarez bringing up the ball, passes over to Gomez. Gomez, long pass to Gonzalez at the opposite side. Clock close to expiry. And she settles on that shot. Little short, had the line as Vio looks to lead the charge for France. They can look to break. As she finds Dejoux. Passes to Constantier. She's trying to find some space here. Has the lane. Looking to get closer. Time winding down as Ernest Augustin settles for 3 on that one. Can't fall. But Colombia, good defensive pressure from them. There's around 3 minutes here left in this second, third crossover game as Alvarez to Barreto. And Barreto will fire too heavy that time off the back of the rim. And Ernest Augustin with the board. She looks to push. Can France find something in transition, but it's picked off by Gomez. Ball does come off the wheel of Provo. So it will be a Colombia ball, and we will see some substitutions here as we see Lady Gomez checking into the game. And Gladys Gomez taking a seat here. So Gonzalez looking to lead the charge now for Colombia. As Alvarez has the ball back to Gonzalez. Clock winding down. She'll fire off the rim that time, but Quisino chasing after that one. As referee, shot clock, no clear possession. So it will be a French ball now. So referee just making adjustments. It will be a Colombian ball. They will have 14 to get something up. As Colombia have a chance now from the baseline. And we saw Liseth Alvarez checking out there with her teammate Angela Batista checking back in. So France on the break. Dejou has the lane, passes off there to her teammate, and Maud Provo gets that one to drop.
Yeah, great give and go there by the two French players. And the French side now are just absolutely enjoying this atmosphere.
And that's what you love to see, just that energy on the team, especially as everybody has been in this game. And France, for them, more than 75% of their players have contributed to the scoring, with every single person checking into the game. That is credit to the depth of this French team.
Yeah, really great that the French coaches have realised that how important it is for all players to experience a game as important as today. Many of them will have their fans watching them either at home on the stream or in the stadium itself.
As Provo lines up for another one. She can't get that one to drop. It is rebounded, though, by Quisino, as Colombia will look to break. Foul's called that time. That one will be on Vio. She just puts her hand up. So less than 2 minutes to go left in this fourth quarter. We are in stopping clock time. 2-minute warning. As Colombia have 14 to get, 24, yes, to get something up here. Barreto now looking to get the ball over. Provo does get a hand on it, though. Ball goes out of bounds, and Colombia will have it now in the front court. They'll have 15 seconds to get something up. Quisino in to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, great pass there into Gomez. Good cut from her. She looks to fire. Can't get it to go that time, but great cut from her. France can capitalize on the other end. Dejou finds Ernest Augustin. As the French fans chants roaring around the stadium. As Dejou gets that one to go.
Yeah, and sometimes that's what it's all about, giving the family and their friends who have supported them on this journey to represent their national side.
As Colombia now will have a chance to try and get something up before the end of this game. Gonzalez finds Barreto. Barreto to Gomez. Gomez finds Gonzalez. She'll get that one up at the buzzer. Can't get it to drop though. As we will see a timeout called by the French side. So 23.7 seconds left in this game. Do we think France are going to advance this and look for a quick score?
I think they'll just be looking to have the final possession of the game and just hopefully use this endgame situation, even though they have won the game, to gain that experience as they do progress to the World Championships. Maybe set up a play for Burrell, as she is the only player for that French side that hasn't scored today. That would be what I would want to do anyway, as that coach for that side.
As we saw there. French coach drawing up a play. Let's see if they can implement it. As we just see the French contingent here of support. Allez les Bleus waving that banner. As for France, 23.7 seconds in this game until it is official that their ticket for Canada is booked. So France will look to advance the ball. They'll have 14 seconds now to get something off. Constantier to inbound. Interview. Vieux has it. Looks for the shot. And she'll sink that one. Big shot from her, and the French fans erupt in this stadium. The bench is erupting. Every single person from France has contributed to that scoring.
And the team on the bench got absolutely wild. She converted that just exactly as the coach drew up. And that is just fantastic to see that every single player.
As Deschutes gets one up as the buzzer sounds. And France, they have booked their ticket in the World Championship. They will be going to Canada. It is confirmed, as every single person for them has checked into the game. Every single person has contributed to that scoring. And look at what it means to those French players in this huddle.
Yeah, that end game timeout call couldn't have gone better for that French side. Sometimes when you are the player that hasn't scored, there's an awful lot of pressure on you to do that. And she took it in a stride and got that basket for her national side. She will remember that for the rest of her career with the French team, as they have now gained their ticket to the World Championships. They did miss out on the Paris Paralympic Games. So although they have won this game by a big margin, for them it will be bigger than that. They have gone through a regeneration of new coaches. Players have left, new players have came into the team, and it's exciting to see this new chapter for the French national side. As for Colombia, they will be disheartened and upset by their performance today. But what a great tournament Colombia have had. They've had some great games here throughout the week.
Yeah, Colombia just putting their talent on display. And for France, as you said, missing out on the Paralympics, missing out on that 2022 World Championship. And as they'll be looking to go and attend this one, as they book their ticket to Canada, they will be in attendance at the 2026 one. They'll be looking to remake their mark on the World Championship stage. There's teams just high-fiving now, and some big performances out there today. I mean, for Colombia, as you said, probably will be upset with the loss. Shoot, they had the opportunities, but maybe the shots just weren't falling for them.
Yeah, they had some great opportunities, but the French team did a great job at keeping the likes of Gomez and Gonzalez from their offensive strengths. And Colombia did struggle to adjust to the French pressure. And credit to France for coming out of quite a big loss yesterday against Spain. Came out with confidence and knew that they needed to get the job done today, and they have just done that.
So for Colombia, Gonzalez did lead the scoring for them. She had 8 points, contributing to that scoring. But for France, leading the way, it was Marion Blais, 26 points for her, to go alongside 12 rebounds, 4 assists. For every single player from that French lineup checked into the floor. Not only did they check into the game, they also did contribute to that scoring. And for France now, just celebrations, clapping to the crowd.
Yeah, I think that is something very special that the French team have been able to do today. Every single one of their players saw good minutes on the floor, Everyone scored. And that's what it's all about. As the journey to the World Championships has begun for them, they've gained that important ticket. And now the real hard work starts over the summer as they prepare to, have a dominant performance at the World Championships. As that tournament will then qualify them for the Paralympic Games, and I'm sure after missing out on Paris, that will be their end goal.
Yeah, France unable to attend or missing out on that 2022 World Championship. So after a year, after a tournament missing, they will be back as France are going to receive their ticket. And this is what it means to the French team as they celebrate the big ticket. They have qualified for Canada 2026. They are going to be in the World Championship later in the year. Let's just watch their celebrations as they will smack the ticket. And are we going to see a ticket raise?
Yeah, that's a very large ticket for them to lift up. But it is really great to see how much it means to that team. Bigger than just the win today. A lot of history and story to the French national side.
As they're calling the travelling French contingent into the pictures. All the fans, Allez les Bleus. That is what it reads on that banner. And the travelling French fans, they will come and get in on the pictures. There's red, white and blue waving in the background. As France, after missing out on the World Championships in 2022, they will be in attendance this year. They will remake their mark. As some wheels being waved in the air alongside the French colours there.
Yeah, I do think there's going to be big celebrations for the rest of the day into the evening for this French national side, and rightly so. As you said, they missed out on the last two major tournaments, missed out on their home Paralympic Games, have regrouped, new coaching staff who have done a fantastic job this week at building their team throughout this tournament. Just goes to show how much this means to them.
So, as we saw there, the French celebrations, which I'm sure is only the start of their celebrations for this team. Still hugs all around, getting final pictures in with their travelling fans. Allez les Bleus, as France overcome Colombia in this crossover match. Led from quite early on as they'll take their final pictures as a team. But second game of the day in the books. France have booked their ticket to Toronto, or to Canada, Ottawa, not Toronto. So it will be, so far, Australia and France on their way to Canada. But we still have two more games to confirm the last two spots. So as the French fans and team celebrates out there on the court, we are going to take a quick break before the next game. So from me, Ish and I, alongside Siobhan Fitzpatrick, it's going to be a goodbye from us. France book their slot in that World Championships.